Hey everyone, Kelly Dean Allen here again. Today, going to show you guys how to play the David Bowie classic Rebel Rebel from his 1974 album Diamond Dogs. Great track to learn and play all the way through if you're like a beginner, early, intermediate player, as it's just the main riff and a couple of simple chords repeated throughout with no solo. So with that said, let's get started with this track's rather famous opening riff, yeah? We are in standard tuning and this riff goes like this. And we're going to be repeating that any number of times throughout this track. I think it's repeated 16 times at the beginning of this track. 8 times before the vocals come in, and then 8 more times during the first verse. So we're holding a D chord here with the open E string. We're going to strike this D, and then you're going to grab the open E, ride it up to that 3rd fret of the B string, which you're holding as part of this D chord, right? You're going to drop off to a little double stop here on the 2nd fret of the G and the B and catch that on the upstroke. Right? Immediately drop into an E major triad. 2nd fret of the D, 1st fret of the G, open B. And you're going to catch that twice on the upstroke. Then you're going to grab an open E while you're still holding this E major triad, right? Then you're going to drop onto the 2nd fret of the B, pull it off to open, and then just ride up the strings, ride up the G and the D string after hitting the open E. And that's the riff. And you're just going to keep on repeating it. Like I said, 16 times. And then we drop into the pre-chorus, which is going to be a full A major bar chord here. Then we're going to go down to D. Then into a B minor. Then off to E major. Right? And that's the pre-chorus. A, D, full D this time, B minor, E major. Back into the riff 3 times. And at the end of the chorus, we're going to drop into a D, just let it ring, off to an E major, and then before dropping back into the main riff again, right, we're going to grab the 3rd fret of the low E, give it a little downwards tug, and then right back into the riff again. And again, we're going to repeat it 12 times this time. 4 times before the vocals come in for the 2nd verse, and then 8 more times for the verse. And then we're into another pre-chorus. A, down to D, B minor, E, back to the main riff 3 times. D, E major. Right, and then it just continues. We're into some do-do-do's and another chorus. And then we're just back into the main riff until the end of the track. And that is how you play that one pretty much start to finish. I think the main riff just continues for like the last 40-50 seconds of this song. And that is how you play Rebel Rebel by David Bowie. And I certainly hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. And if you did, please hit that like button right down there. Maybe drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already, as that would be very kind and helpful to the growth of my little channel. Hope you're well out there in your little guitar corner of the world, wherever that may find you. And we will see you next time. Cheers.